What's up everybody, my name is Brett. I'm the Golf Course Superintendent here at Temecula Creek Golf Club. I help manage the grounds, which include a 27-hole golf course, the hotel landscape, 2 wedding venues, and now this amazing butterfly habitat. We're really excited about this project because we work with a program called Monarchs in the Rough, and they team up with the Audubon Society to help provide golf courses with milkweed seed to help sustain the monarch butterfly. So enough about me. How about we take a tour of this and you guys follow me around and I can point out some really cool things. Okay, we will begin with the intro planter here. We have our official habitat sign that shows off the monarch butterfly. And then also a couple of plants that are really in bloom right now. The Callilophus, the yellow bloomer, commonly known as sundrops. And then we have the California poppy, beautiful orange, yellow bloom. That is actually the state flower. And then we have some Muhlenbergia grasses here in the back to break up the texture. And that carries us into planter number 2. Okay, now we are approaching planter number 2. We do have a bunch of fun stuff happening in here. You can see in front of the rock we have lantana, pollinators, butterflies, bees love that plant there. You can see behind that we have a trellis, and that's there to kind of promote the caterpillars, invite them to kind of create their chrysalis on there and form and go through metamorphosis and form the butterfly. So hopefully that happens this year. And then we do have a couple of sunflowers popping up in here. So let's talk about the tropical milkweed here. This is actually the reason why we have this monarch habitat. This is the only plant that the monarch butterfly will lay its eggs on and the caterpillar will feed on. So without this plant here, no monarchs. So you can see it has really nice, beautiful blooms. It will be in bloom from now until November when it starts to frost. And we think that's what attracts the monarchs, but no one really knows. But without this plant here, there's no monarch butterfly habitat. So let's move on. And the rest of the planter, we have some other native wildflowers and some grasses, some fescue to kind of break up the textures as well. Okay, now moving on to planter number 3, we have a few fun things going on in this planter. We have a butterfly bush here. You can see it's blooming right now, beautiful fuchsia purple bloom, a main attractor of the butterflies here, a good nectar source. But also we have the 3 citrus trees. In the middle of this planter, we have a Valencia orange and 2 Meyer lemons. Basically, these are here to provide a secondary food source for the butterfly as that fruit falls and starts decaying. Butterflies cannot resist that. So let's move on to planter number 4. We have another few things going on here. First, you can see the Echinacea, a couple different varieties of Echinacea in this habitat. This one specifically is the Cheyenne Spirit, beautiful red color. Butterflies and hummingbirds love that plant. And then we have a swath of wildflowers that was provided by the Monarchs in the Rough. About 15 different varieties of wildflowers through that down here, which obviously included the poppies. I'm actually excited to see what else pops up here. And then we move on to these pillars, which are essentially carpenter bee apartments. Each one of these pillars will house carpenter bees, or known as mason bees as well. Excellent pollinators in the garden. Wanted to invite them here to help pollinate not only the habitat, but the organic garden as well. And then finally, the yarrow was a part of that wildflower seed mix that was provided by Monarchs in the Rough. Another amazing plant, a lot of medicinal benefits to this plant here, so very excited about that. And then we'll move on and you'll see the flagstone that we laid here, kind of inviting you into the space. Feel free to take these pathways and get a closer look at some of the plant life we have going on. Also have another swath of those wildflowers, as well as a tree in here, in that wine barrel. That is an eastern redbud. Beautiful, beautiful pink blooms during the spring. And over here we have a trellis. You may have noticed that we have one of these in all 4 of the planters here in the habitat. And the reason for that is to provide a space for the caterpillar to form its chrysalis. And we're hoping the next month or 2 we'll be coming out here and finding some caterpillars hanging from each one of these wires. And that's it for this planter. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is a tour of our butterfly habitat here at Temecula Creek Golf Club. I want to leave you with 2 fun facts. One, our conservation efforts. We're able to essentially save 250,000 gallons of water a year by replacing the existing turf grass and irrigation system with now our wildlife or plant habitat in our drip irrigation. Also, the design inspiration, if we take you for a butterfly eyes view from above looking down, you'll notice that it is in the shape of a butterfly. So a fun little fact there for you. Again, my name is Brett. Thank you for joining me and hope to see you back soon.